Alrighty, so I've just finished my Complete Parasite Kit cleanse. It went for 90 days. Yep, so I jumped online and I was curious about a parasite cleanse because I heard, I did a bit of research and you're meant to do one at least once a year. And I'm like, well, I don't think I've really ever done one, but I've always eaten pretty clean. Always had a lot of garlic, onion, herbs and stuff, so I didn't even feel like I had parasites. Like, I didn't have the symptoms of it. I mean, the symptoms are pretty like broad, so probably almost anyone would be like, oh my god, I got the fucking parasites. But I think we all have them, but some are good and some are obviously bad, and they cause issues within yourselves, and a lot of disease comes from the stomach, and that's where the parasites pretty much reside, and then they just, you know, go to wherever they want and really screw you up. So a lot of diseases and stuff is actually caused from parasites. So if you can kind of knock them out, the bad ones, then that's great. Now all this, I jumped online and I'm like, come on, give me a good company, what's gonna actually, you know, do what it's meant to do. Now, I didn't actually go anywhere and find out that I had parasites. I just assumed that we all had them and it's good to do a cleanse once a year. This was a pretty extreme cleanse. Now, I got online, I found a couple. There was like a Zeolite detox pack and it was like 160 bucks. And then there's like Pure Earth and a few other companies. But they all seemed really good. But then I saw this one and I'm like, oh god. I think it's worth it. I'll give it a go. There's a video on this exact kit on like what happens as you're going through the detox and what each of these actually do and like throughout the process and that, and I'm like, yep, that's the one. Jumped online, grabbed it. It's about 230 bucks. Don't tell my mum. It was crazy, right? I know, it's extreme. And I'm like, well, you know what? It's once a year, 230 bucks. Divided by 365. Okay, I'll just stop going to the bloody cafe for 3 months. It'll be right, you know? So I'm like, it's worth it. It's once a year. We've got to do it. Now, in saying that, probably going more natural, like stuff you find in your own garden. So this has all been pre-made. It's all in packaging and all that stuff. So like, it's great. I think wormwood and just a natural clean diet of parasite cleansing foods is probably more the go, just because it's a more affordable and the results are just as good, and you're doing it all the time almost. Like, it's just part of your lifestyle choices and what you're eating and that. But in saying that, look, I completed it. It was pretty drawn out. I got to, oh my god, like a month, and I'm like, oh. And then there was a few times where I forgot to take it. I'm like, oh my god, what am I doing, you know? And it was just like, it was such a long process. I mean, really, it's 3 months. Anyway, so it's pretty nice, really. It's pretty nice, you know, it is what it is. So you go through this whole thing first, Parastart, finish this. Well, so you take that in the morning. Just a brief outline. And then you got 2 bottles of this. And this you take at night until both are done. You keep going until the first one's done. Then you keep going until the second one's done. And then the last step is the Para Cleanse, which is pretty nice. Actually, it all tastes pretty nice. There's nothing vile about it. It all tastes pretty good. Just tastes like, you know, supplement-y stuff, healthy shit. So the Para Cleanse, you take that for the last month and you just put 15 drops in some water and you do that twice a day. I got it done. I pretty much finished it right on the 28 days. It was pretty spot on. So you get given this, just a heap of stuff. You just fill it out. It's just simple. I won't, don't need to see that one, but really great company, I do believe. And they're highly recommended, great reviews and all that stuff. It does tell you to look in your poo and stuff. Look, if you're seriously thinking you got something going on inside you want to look at your poo, then just, that's fine, look at your poo. But I found, like, I don't even know why I'm telling you this, but yeah, I looked at it a couple times, like, this just looks like poo to me. You know, it just looks like a normal healthy banana poo. Alright. So I didn't really keep going looking at it. I was like, whatever, if it's coming out, that's great, I don't need to see it. But I saw some images on the internet of what, like, this stuff actually draws out, and I'm like, yeah, I don't need to look at that. I'm just going to complete this and hope whatever is in there gets flushed out. I definitely think it's great to do it once a year, and I will try something different next time if it's homegrown, homemade and all that stuff, probably just for, you know, certain reasons. I don't really feel like I had anything or any problems in terms of parasites. I didn't have really any symptoms. But I went through it, I completed it, and I don't know, like I felt pretty good throughout it. There was a space in there where I'm like, it was more like emotional things were coming up, really emotional outbursts sort of stuff, but that's kind of like always been me. But anyway, it was just in this period of time, and I'm like, oh wow, it really I felt like I was cleansing something, and then it kind of dropped off me. That was kind of halfway between it, and then at the end there I'm like, oh my god, I actually think the parasite's my neighbor. And then well that was like a really high possibility. I'm like, damn man, I don't even think the parasite's inside me. I'm pretty sure it's my neighbor next door, right? Yet I was doing this internal cleanse, pretty sure the parasite was my neighbor. That's been cleansed now. And then I thought, this is such a great little box and a setup, you know, it just looks great and it's exciting. You just want to open it up and go, wow, what's in there? So I was thinking, like, when you're done with the box, because it's bloody $230, I reckon what we do is we put someone's face on there we don't like, or someone who you think's a fucking parasite. You plaster their face on every single bottle and you post it to them. Personally, I thought that was a great idea, and I'm gonna do it. Complete Parasite Kit. Cleanse your parasites. And then they open it up, and then their face is on it. I just think it's funny. I mean, I don't even know who I'd send it to. I pretty much love everybody. Bill Gates. I don't have his address, thank God, because that'd be creepy. But we'll just send it to Microsoft. I'm going to put Bill Gates' face on this and send it to Microsoft. Why not? But look, my review on the probiotic foods company with the parasite cleanse is pretty positive. Look, I'd probably give it a 8.5 out of 10. Oh, hang on, my beautiful mother's interrupting me. Just hold on a sec. My mom's so cute. Sarcastic. She's bloody gorgeous. She reminds me of myself. It's a little bit scary. Wait. Yeah, so I think it's great. Look, there's tons of alternative stuff you can do. If you really think you got parasites, yeah, try cleanse, try some natural stuff. And at least once a year, I definitely recommend doing it because, you know, gotta clean ourselves out. That's where all the disease starts from, in our stomachs. So get online, check them out, have a look at their videos. There are other products. Do your own research, find what's best suited to you, and happy cleansing. Oh, I better fill this last one out now. Bloody gets this posted on its way. Start posting it to the Queen.